Welcome to my YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be discussing the interplay between public and private interests and how this relates to our creative and literary progress. To discuss this topic, I want to introduce you to the topic of 5 literary marriages and how the public literary success these writers experienced was due to the private support of their spouses. I'll be discussing the book, Lives of the Wives, by Carmela Suraru, and exploring what this interplay between public and private interests has meant for society's creative and literary advances. In Lives of the Wives, Suraru reveals how the wives of prominent writers such as Roald Dahl and Kingsley Amis were instrumental in the success of their husbands' writings. She uncovers the ways in which wives were expected to have no ambition, to lack ego, and to place their own intellectual and creative talents at the service of their husband's career as opposed to their own. Without the wives, without their talents, and without their support, the writers would have struggled to achieve their success. But, as Suraru notes, this is a fraught relationship for the wives, as despite the lack of ambition expected of them, the husbands thrive off their creativity, often using it for his own success. This can be seen in Françoise Gillet's autobiography, Life with Picasso. She documents how Picasso called upon her creative and artistic abilities to inspire, critique, and even paint his own works, thus reserving the credit and success of his work solely to himself. Additionally, in Finding Dora Maar, Bridget Benkman documents how Picasso treated Maar's artistic capabilities as a resource to mine, pressuring her to help him with Guernica and neglecting her own work. This is a pertinent issue today. One opinion columnist, Jessica Gross, asked, what could these women have accomplished if they had their own wives? Whitney Chadwick's book, The Militant Muse, also brings to light the importance of female collaboration and creativity in the mid-20th century and the masterpieces these resulted in. However, Roland Penrose, one of the most influential intellectuals of the Surrealist movement, is emphatic in saying not to write a book about female Surrealists as they weren't artists. He credits their successes to being the muses of men despite the contributions of Françoise Gillet, Leonora Carrington, Frida Kahlo, Remedios Varo, Lee Miller, Valentine Bowie, Dora Maar, and Merritt Oppenheim, among many others. This is why I wanted to discuss the topic of the interplay between public and private interests and how it has impacted on creative and literary advancement. It is a complex topic, but understanding the nuances of how it has affected the cited marriages, and in particular the women, is key to understanding just how much more progress and creativity could have occurred if not for these public personas cast upon these women. That being said, I'd love to hear what you think about this interplay and the implications it has had. To read further into this topic, I suggest you check out Lives of the Wives by Carmela Suraru and The Militant Muse by Whitney Chadwick. If there are any other books that you think I should read or any topics you'd like me to discuss further in this video, please leave your comments below and maybe we can explore this further. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts.